want to say good morning to sweet lady. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Must you touch me?
Fred Potiphar is our lead director.
Kojo, why is he touching me?
I want to feel you.
Huh?
Hey, what's the matter with this?
I have so many witnesses.
I was going to say something for you, but where he's taking it, I'm not aware.
I will sue you.
I'm not aware of those details.
Better watch where your hand goes.
Nice to see you, though.
Fresh.
Yeah, you too.
I like the sailor motif, looking ready for a day on your yacht.
What you remind me, man?
You know the is it Santos, the former Angolan president's daughter, who is under
the Santos.
Ooh, she's got such a pretty face. Have you seen her picture?
And she's got lots of money too.
Which apparently she got by ripping off her nation.
Well, she disagrees.
And I'm told that when you go to their shores, they have a lot of yachts. And then they have a lot of poor people too. So I kept wondering how.
You know, but that life is nice, eh?
Which one? Being rich while others are poor.
No.
Living on cruises and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That thing is, it's like, you know, when you go on like such a cruise, it's like there's nothing else in the world that you're worried about. Like, you know, like you just.
Yeah, some dinner on one of them.
Yeah, in Dubai.
Charlie, the triangular visit. Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore.
The triangle of pleasure. The axis of pleasure.
Experience not to forget.
The triangular visit.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
And I also wanted to replicate that. So
Charlie, my life is good when you have money.
Kintampo.
Wait, Mamon Kencho. So I went to Tamale, connected it to Cape Coast. Then straight I went to Keta. So that's triangular.
That one is not the axis of leisure.
No, but that could be fun.
It's the axis of labor.
But we should do a road trip together. The three of us should do a road trip together. It would be fun.
So. Yeah.
It will be fun. Let's just choose a destination.
It's election
and
year. But there are many reasons for us to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do AM from there. Do some great recording.
We should get our viewers to tell us where we should
go. You were not warming up to this idea, but I'm happy that after this triangular visit from Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore, you're warming up to reality.
Don't touch me, Roland.
All right, well, I guess it's official. We're going to plan an AM road trip. So you should tell us where you want us to go.
Tell us where you want us to go.
It took you how many years to convince us?
Anyway, you tell us where we should go.
All right.
And we'll consider your town or your city or your village.
You can drop us a WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
What's the number again? There it is.
Okay.
0540 109 009. Send through your suggestions and we'll see. We'll draw a map, a triangular
We need sponsors too. Let's do the newspapers. Anna, are you going to sponsor?
That's all.
Oh, no, we need sponsors. Am I going to sponsor them? What am I?
Let's do the newspapers. Well, you could be. I've done the Daily Graphic. There's a Finder, there's the Dispatch, there's the Times.
And the Daily Guide.
Yeah. Shoot.
All right. Shall I start? Okay. Ghanaian Times first. And there are some blurred images here with the banner headline, Police Gun Down 2 Robbers. Retrieve ammunition, handcuffs, axes, and face masks. I suspect this is the same story that we talked about earlier on the news. These two suspects are believed to have been involved in the Kwabenya police jail breakout. And then there was also a robbery.
The motorbike.
Yes.
As in the shop that sells
the shop that sells motorbikes. Yeah. So these two were suspects in those two robberies. But they've been shot dead, so they will never come to trial for those suspicions. But they are dead, and the Ghanaian Times describes them as robbers and talks about the ammunition that was retrieved when they were shot. Okay, PAC orders arrest of two suspected for suspected perjury. Talk about that a bit later. Full implementation of paperless port to earn Ghana more revenue. Digital terrestrial television switch over to commence in July, according to the Communications Ministry. This is something that I'm sure will also bring up some conversations and hopefully consultation in terms of how it should be done, because I know Giba has some concerns about how it is currently being proposed. We'll save 173 million Ghana cedis on compilation of new voters register. That is according to the Electoral Commission. Right, let's flip it over like Roland likes to do with other things like pancakes. Amnesty International demands reports on human rights from government. Yes, Mama B. You see where your mind went immediately.
Guys hardly talk about pancake.
What do we normally talk about?
And flipping pancake. I mean, that's so suspicious.
What do guys normally talk about flipping?
I don't know. You know where you flip?
Pancakes. All right. Customs Task Force impounds 150 vehicles in Takrady. And the story says that this happened on Saturday. They were impounded because the owners didn't pay custom duties on the vehicles. All right, Daily Guide real quick. 2 arrested for lying to MPs. This is the same story from the Ghanaian Times. 2 ordered to be arrested by PAC for suspected perjury. So that's what I said we'll talk about in a bit. Sedina authorized 500,000 Ghana cedis or Batanpa loan. Baumia hosts the Uni of Ife. Auditor General cited for contempt. Fascinating. And on the back this morning, some sports stories. Fist of Fury launched today. There's a picture of Moses Fo. I'm winning with that. GFA president commits to reform beach soccer structures.
Sounds like a movie. Fist of Fury.
Yeah, Fist of Fury. It is a movie. Yes.
But this one is not
Bruce Lee. Is it Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
But this is not talking about a movie to be launched.
No.
This
is about boxing.
Boxing.
Then just for Fist of Legend or something.
Yeah, Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury. All right. Consult ex-coaches, Alaji Lamini tells CK Akuno. And UCC retains Gusa crown. Congratulations to my alma mater. All right, then. So, shall I wait till we've done the headlines and then we'll settle on this story of the 2 arrested for lying to MPs?
So.
Yeah.
So let's do the dispatch. Has on the front page, Rawlings justifies his call for interdiction of Afu Broni as the University of Education Winneba Vice Chancellor. We also do have on the front page, 4 women in Ghana die daily from cervical cancer, according to the specialists. And this story is a story, of course, couched from us, right here, because of Seth Kwame Boateng's documentary. And then I recused myself from Unibank board in 2009 upon my appointment as Minister of Finance. The Fortels SIT. Court, however, issues warrants for the arrest of the site manager of the 22-story building at airport.
Is this the same one that the roads minister went haywire over?
Exactly. There's a story though on page 8. It's about year of return. A lady narrating how she bought back her iPhone from a famous circle right here in Accra after she lost it. Yeah, that was the way she narrated it. I think it was good news. You lose your iPhone, you still find it at Circle. It's a good thing, you know. But it's all given as a good thing. Why you? But ultimately you found it,
and you have to buy it back.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Why? I don't understand why it's a good thing. Being a victim of a crime is never a good thing. Never, under any circumstances.
No. I'm not
the fact that she found the phone. Why are you not talking about that?
No, but I'm not police. Anyway, let's
police can talk about that.
Daily Statesman. Daily Statesman has on the front page, MPP opens nominations for primaries. It has an attached picture of John Buedu. He is the General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party. As the demand for rules to work intensifies. And you know, as part of our discussions this morning with Pius Hajide, Deputy Minister of Information, and the MP parliamentary candidate-elect for Tamale Central, is the related issue about how parties, trying to fence some individuals from being contested in the upcoming primaries. My way or the highway. Jane Mensah says, okay. So we have a demonstration that is being convened this morning in Kumasi, and we'll give you some sneak peek as to what really the pictures are currently, how the atmosphere is building. And we also have a High Court site Auditor General for contempt, and down there, don't compare Nokia 3310 with Huawei Y9. Jacob Osei Yeboah, that's Joy,
so who
to
is
Imani
Nokia
over
3310?
cost of voters register. And he seemed to be supporting the
Who
Electoral
is
Commission.
Nokia 3310?
And who is Huawei Y9? I mean,
It says their argument is
kind of
Nokia
comparison
does
is
he
that?
understand he's a public figure and really cannot be denigrating people's brands in public statements?
Yeah. Like what? Nokia
He's a
3310 is
presidential
not
candidate, right?
is not
I don't
a.
understand.
Well,
Nokia
he's not a
3310
candidate
is
yet.
a defunct brand.
It's-
Model.
No,
Model
it's,
of-
there's
No,
still
it's
a
product- it's
Nokia.
a
There's still the
product
name
that belongs
Nokia.
to a company that exists.
Yeah, it's
So it's a brand name.
still an
I
identifiable.
agree with you.
Yeah.
So who is Huawei
Yeah.
Y9? Who is
And
Nokia
Nokia
3310?
So Huawei Y9 is the argument by
It's the new
Electoral
register.
Commission, yes.
For
and
a
then
Nokia
the
3310
Nokia
is
30, which
what?
is defunct,
What
now
kind of-
remodeled,
It's like
being
some
manufactured,
kindergarten kind of.
franchised by Chinese companies. Nokia the treated. Say it, Nokia. You had one. Because you there, you have 1993. Oh,
I was a Sony Ericsson guy.
okay. Sony Ericsson.
Let's do the daily graphic here.
Because another brand is the DIU. You know Andre Ayew? It's on the back page of the statement. Go ahead.
No, finish. So that you don't say
I will
that.
finish.
That's it.
Yeah, it's there. Please read it.
Let's do the daily graphic newspaper. I've been reading the story. Fascinating. A private institution's woes is on the front page of the daily graphic. One school, one student, 6 teachers. What do you guys think this means?
That student is going to pass with not flying colors, orbiting colors.
Have you read the story?
But I guess that means that the school is unable to.
That's one student in the whole school.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So the school is unable to retain students.
No, I think
Well,
the school was locked or
but
something.
no, it's a private school, so they're suffering from,
They're reeling from the FASHS.
that kind of thing. But they've actually got 6 teachers, and these are all national service persons posted to the school with 1 student. And they're saying that they're usually unproductive because they go and they virtually do nothing.
But
the headmistress, and they want to be transferred to other places where their services will be most needed. But the headmistress says no.
Subjects.
Headmistress says no.
Why does she need
she's
them?
reluctant in
she
signing the release so that they could be
why is she
reposted.
But she's
reluctant?
paying them.
Because she says, it's a matter of time. I mean, she's still very hopeful that the
Yeah,
school
I like
would get,
right,
new
okay.
admissions. And then she says, well, the secretariat, as in the National Service Secretariat, pays you, so there's no reason to complain. But the national service persons who've been posted, one actually also doubles, according to the story, as secretary to the
Is it a private
headmistress.
school or
It's a private
government?
school. It's a private school. So yeah, you can read about it. It's interesting. I mean, a whole school. So 5 of the classrooms have been locked. It's just 1 classroom that's usually open. And the national service persons also say, some of them say that this 1 student sometimes doesn't even come to school. So you can go to
Why
wake
does
up
the
and
student not come to school sometimes?
I don't know.
With
So
such
there's more
great
to it.
contact hours, this student should get what?
This is interesting, actually.
Get
And I couldn't imagine that there will be a school with 1 student, and this is not like a
So this is an
like a
SHS.
daycare.
Their
This
pass
is
rate,
SHS.
their pass
This is
rate
senior.
for this
This is
student
senior
should-
high
should
school.
pass
student should pass everything.
or
cra.
beat
So this
it
is a
Should write
school in
university
Dumsuman,
entrance
actually.
exams cra, at the same time.
Okay, let's do the
But
front
what's
page.
his
The rest of the
investment
headlines on the front page of the paper. Yeah. Somebody's going to sue you guys, and I'm just going to say, listen, I didn't say some. GRA issues 3.74 million tins. You guys got your tins?
Yes, I have a tin.
You have it. Oh, this guy
all of us have.
Oh, Chagalamse, man.
All
You
of us,
have
we
tin.
the Chagalamse.
Ghana, UK to.
You know we're not slay queens. We can't be slay kings too.
What is that? What's wrong with being a slayer?
If we were
But you know that's a surprisingly low number.
Which
of
one is that?
tins.
of the
3.74 million?
3.74 million tins. I mean, how many people are employed in Ghana? If you're employed, you have a tin. All you have to do is request it. But
Yeah.
actually, why shouldn't the GRA simply issue them anyway? So that when you get your pay slip, your tin is printed on it, and then you know. Rather
Yeah.
than you having to go there and apply for it.
Request for it.
So that way, then you just have everybody on your system.
Yeah, just be a bit more innovative. So Ghana, UK to strengthen ties, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard the UK Prime Minister using an Akan proverb, you know, in yesterday's. Yeah, that was lovely. Except I should have said it in Chi. That would have killed it.
So I'm on a platform where some colleagues of mine, as soon as they read that, somebody came in and said, "Oh, that is an African proverb, not an Akan proverb."
Hey, Massa.
Do the Akans use it? Then it's an Akan proverb.
Yeah, we're owning it, Massa.
I don't care who else uses it. The Akans use it, so it's an Akan proverb.
Yeah.
The man heard it in Ghana.
And then, he attributed it to it.
Hey.
Who is fighting that?
Some colleagues of mine.
Massa.
Good morning, Senate.
I can't trademark, like
And you're on the Senate.
copyright.
33 can use it.
Okay, relax. It's okay. Back to the headlines. 69% of roads bad. Massive rehabilitation underway, according to the roads minister. Kwesi Amwakwata, 69. The government has commenced massive road expansion and rehabilitation works to bring relief to road users, according to the minister.
31% of our roads are good.
69% of all roads in the country were in terrible conditions.
Why are you complaining?
How are we defining good anyway? That should be the first point.
No,
the fact that a road is tarred doesn't mean it's good. If there's no drainage, it's not good.
So there's better and there's best, Abi.
Good, better, and best.
Yeah,
so we're talking about good.
Yes.
69% are
so
good.
Understand it in that kind of context. In the center spread, VIP edges
31%
Ghana,
good,
Nigeria to keep bonds of unity. No place to hide for illegal miners, according to the Minister of Environment, Science, Technology. Also going to be on a document to go before Parliament. On the back page, government initiates project to save poultry industry. Also over 2,000 killed in road accident last year. Human lives. It's not just like 2,000. Yeah. Finder, debt chokes busts $423 million as at end of November 2017. Digital terrestrial television projects nears completion, according to the communication minister. Rollins dares University of Education Winneba to publish Iyoko report on Avoca and others. And there's something that's been going on between the office of the former President Rollins and the University of Education Winneba. I think it's about time we paid serious attention to this. There's a lot of back and forth. Yesterday, I think in one of the papers, the university had published like a whole, was it a whole double page or one page of a rejoinder? Yeah. Voter NDC denounces secessionists. That's also another headline in the paper. That's it for the Finder, guys.
All right. Yeah. So this story about 2 arrested for lying to MPs. The 2 are former district finance officer for Sefi Akontombra. Akontombra, thank you.
That's the Public Accounts Committee.
Western North Region, Isaac Akuwa, and then his successor, the current finance officer, James Esilfi. So the thing is, there were some 62 payment vouchers that they were supposed to provide to support purchases made by the Assembly, amounting to 126,000 Ghana cedis. So they were asked to go and look for the vouchers and bring them. These guys came back with 9 vouchers, total value 120,000 Ghana cedis, right? And then the members took a bit of time to scrutinize the vouchers and realized they don't actually tally with those that have been given to PAC members by the Office of the Auditor General. So essentially, these guys went to bring some random vouchers or went to create some, whatever they did. They brought fake vouchers to justify the amount, most of the amount. So the chairman ordered for them to be arrested. Perjury, I believe, is the charge that is going to be leveled against them. But obviously, the financial crime, if one has been committed, should also be considered for investigation and prosecution. But
this is on the surface, right? I mean, do you arrest before you investigate?
Well, you see, this is actually not on the surface. This is an Auditor General's report.
Yes.
The Auditor General's report is a document that is accepted as evidence in court.
I get it.
Perhaps one of the few documents that is
my curiosity is these are persons appearing before the committee and answering questions.
But the report has already been
I get it. Produced. I mean, but I'm still thinking, and I said on the surface because they looked at the documents that they had presented and arrived at the conclusion that they were lying about it and they caused their arrests.
No, the documents did not match the actual documents on record. Yeah, so it was I think the PAC is actually supposed to also be an investigative body. They are supposed to be looking into what the Auditor General's report uncovers. So it is fair to say that on this occasion, the chairman could have satisfied himself that on the face of the evidence in front of him, these individuals have provided falsified documents, and therefore, but there's a lot of irony around it. Here you have members of parliament having someone arrested for lying to them, but they can't have anyone arrested for slapping them. You know, here's a committee of parliament that considers it an offense.
You know what I actually thought you were going to say?
What?
That anybody calls for the arrest when they lie to the public.
It's a good question. And that's the other side of the irony.
That is not to say they have lied to the public.
But how about when they commit traffic offences and they insist that they cannot be arrested because they are members of parliament? But when you lie to them, you must be arrested. So there's a lot of irony going around. But I am just interested in the fact that when you slap an MP, you don't get arrested. You lie to one, you get arrested.
You don't arrest the chief executive. So anyway, those are appointed by the president.
All right, it's time for sports.
Yeah, arrest the lowly fish.
The Nokia 3310.
And the Sony Ericsson.
Do we have a little bit of time? Yesterday I met a lady.
Let's go ahead as we also look at some of the critical issues that are occupying